Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft here on the Highcraft server. So today, hey guys, and welcome back to another video. So this morning I got up and discovered that my computer had broken. So I ran out to the store real quick and bought a new piece. Basically, I heard the whole thing pop, and then the power turned off. So I'm assuming it's this power supply right here, this 600 watt. So to replace it, I ran to Best Buy and picked up one of these, a CORSAIR CX750M. I'm going to go ahead and put it in. Yeah, so hopefully this works. I figured it might be fun to kind of video some of the progress. I'm using my old Dell laptop to record it, and I'm in my kitchen doing this. So yeah, that's a whole thing. My kitchen was the only room in the house I could find that had sufficient lighting and enough counter space to actually make this work. So yeah. All right. Well, I think I'm going to get started by taking off the other side panel, and yeah, there's no good place to put this camera, I don't think. Hold on. What about right over here? Is this good? Is that? Oh yeah, there's my mic. Is that good? Right, that's fine. So now I just need to take this off. There we go. All right, and as you can see, there's a giant mess of wires. So yeah, let me get that sorted out. Okay, so I got most of the mess kind of taken care of on this side anyway. Sorry about the shoddy angles, and if you're motion sickness, you probably don't want to watch this. And then coming around over here, this is all of the wire bits that have kind of come out of this. So yeah, we'll have to get those replaced. So then next up, I'm going to pull the power supply off of the graphics card. I should probably use two hands for that. Come on. Come on. There we go. All right. And then, what else? Oh yeah, I need to pull the ATX cord out. Come on. Jeez. Oh, and this one. Forgot about that. Yeah. Get that out. So now that's good. Alright, so then this guy right here is basically the last one. There we go. Alright. And then we got this little sneaker up here. I don't know if you can quite see that. Oh, there's my cell phone. Anyway, it's right up here in this top corner. I need to pull that guy out too. Where's the clip? There it is. Okay. It's a tight squeeze, but I think it'll just fit. All right, perfect. Okay, cool. So now pretty much I believe that's everything that's actually physically attached to the old power supply. So with that done, we can go ahead and pull it out. Alright, so I went ahead and took out 3 of the 4 screws in the back, and now it's on to the last one. The very last one. Come on. These things are really cinched on quite tight. There we go. All right, and that makes 4. So now, there we go. I do want to take this apart and try to figure out exactly what happened, but I think that might be a project for another day. And holy jeez, this thing is dirty. All right, I need to clean the bottom of the case. Alright, so I've got everything repositioned, and now it's time to go ahead and open this thing up. So it looks like I'm in the kitchen, so I've got knives right next to me. It looks like, why is my knife so dull? There we go. We can just get into this. Alright, what do we got? Paperwork, okay. There's the power supply itself, that's good. A new power cord. This is zip ties and screws, awesome. And then we've got our big pack of multi-wires. And, alright, this is the big one. So they are separate, perfect. Okay, so I think first and foremost, I want to go ahead and get this mounted and get the motherboard hooked up. And then we're just going to do a really quick test. I want to make sure that this is actually going to fix the problem we're having before I go through all the trouble of hooking everything up. So let me go ahead and get this thing installed, and we will go from there. Alright, so we have the power supply put in. We've got the CPU cable in place. You can kind of see it right there. And the big one is also in. So now it's the moment of truth. Now we're gonna give it a proper test. I do want to take a second and apologize for the poor quality of this video. I'm not the best at live things and stuff, or at setting this stuff up. So just go ahead and plug this in. Flick the switch. I don't know if you can quite see that, but that looks like a sign of life. All right, let's just hit the power button. I want to see if the CPU fan spins up. Oh. Okay. So we'll go ahead and turn it off and get everything else hooked up now. I feel like that was definitely the problem, and yeah, we've come up with a suitable solution. Okay, so for this next part, I've removed the power supply, and I've gone ahead and wired up all of the individual pieces for the different components. My 3 hard drives, my solid state, the SSD that's in here, and these 2 drives, this drive up here, and of course the graphics card. So now this is a modular power supply, so the individual pieces are going to plug in separately. So like this is a 6-pin, so it'll go kind of right here. Hopefully you can see that like that. This one is an 8-pin. I'll have to plug it in here a little bit later. And then over here we've got another 6. If I can, this is very difficult to do one-handed. And then here's an additional 6, which doesn't quite reach, so I'll have to put that in a minute. But yeah, so I strongly suggest if you're going to do something like this that you wire the back up first, plug everything in, and if you have a modular power supply, you plug in the components afterwards, so that way you can make sure you have enough room and that you don't need to change up any of your wiring. Alright, so everything is now complete. It's all put back together, everything's wired up individually, the video card's hooked up, the motherboard's hooked up, all the extra drives are hooked up, and the RGB system and the fans are all hooked up. So with any luck, we'll be able to plug this power supply in. If I can do it the correct orientation, there we go. Go ahead and flip the onboard power and hit the power button right here, and we should see, yep. Oh, it looks good. Everything springs into life. So I'm gonna have to take this and set it back up at my workstation and give it a test, but from the look of it, I think that fixed it. So now I'm gonna go ahead and put that back. You need to put the back panel on, but I'll put the back panel on and get it put back, and hopefully everything works. So if this video comes out, then yeah, it's fixed. So guys, thanks for watching. Have a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye. Is this working? I can't tell if this is working. Is this working?